looks like PRX have a really good idea of how they want to approach at least this round, right? It is the bonus, so whatever's left in the EG pocket, they're going to bring back in. So they're this cleanly. Opting for the A site as their eventual goal on the attack, they're going to get the plant pretty much unscathed. As we noted, EG mostly stacking towards B.
Plant is open here, so PRX going to disengage, try and take some heaven control back. Flash will open things up. I think it did just pop inside the smoke, though. I'm not entirely sure what happened off screen, but EG already poised for this retake.
I'm scared because of this man. Jorgmo can at least clear the site. He does. Forsaken's fallen, but can they clear the rest of this? It's going to be a late wrap towards heaven for PRX to try and keep control of this fight, but there's an issue. They don't have eyes on it yet. And Com's position could have been a disaster. It's not. Jing still standing, still fighting, gets 3, keeps it safe, but it is a 2v2. And there is a rifle, the pink shell! Jorgmo! That's nuts! And the 1v1, Ethan down solo, has to just stand and face! There's something gonna get PRX there first, but Michael, the casualties are off the charts.
I mean, they bring a Guardian and scraps into that round.
Yep.
They bring it down to just 1 rifle taken away in the hands of PRX. Even here, Com, desperate to try and retake this space. I think EG have the perfect read of exactly what's going on here. As soon as they've noted that it's only 1 member in the form of Forsaken down on site. Unfortunately, things get shut down. Something, one away from the Blade Storm already. I was talking about the showstopper that did come out in the last round from Jorgmo. Very quickly up ramp here. Nothing inside the gravity. The flash will pave the way here. So initially just a little bit of a fake here to feign some aggression towards A site. 3 members of EG in position, but Trailblazer will, yeah, finally noting.
Yep. Well, that adds a little comfort
Well,
to
that's
the
a
dish.
headshot through the box there.
Hell.
Ethan, lucky to survive that.
Yeah, down to 56, but he can at least get Demon 1 back up to fighting HP. And you can see the rest of PRX taking their time here. Feels like the plan's up, but so unawares. Ethan takes a little bit of a glimpse and he takes something's life. The site now difficult to take with Demon 1. Position will be revealed, but they don't quite know exactly where he's waiting. The flash follow-up wasn't good enough. Forsaken's found him. That's perfect. They've allowed a little bit of room now to get that plant down. They can at least have time on their side.
Taking well Seekers here as well. Invested off the rip. Com going to be played in here potentially. He actually pulls the trigger too early. Mindfreak's down the first for Com. He will get the trade.
But it's not over yet. Jorgmo going to be noted and kept in check by Devi here. A big battle, and Devi's won it. Fantastic work in a 2v2 now. Forsaken. Lovely connection towards Com, and it's all in Boostio's hands in a 1v2. Oh, he's eating that flash. He's so blind. I don't know how he's still alive. Taps the spike and looks for Devi. Not going to be entertained. Beautiful control from PRX.
We'll tie things up 2 apiece. Evil Genius is another round where we're seeing them happy to try and initiate some sort of aggression that wants to be the aggressors towards PRX. It could be something that, you know, has been alluded to. Boostio was saying how difficult it is to play against them when you give them time and space to set up for some of the chaotic things that they like to incorporate into their game plan.
Looking at the stack, this time it is on the correct side of the map for EG as PRX are eyeing this up. This could be pretty violent here. Something going to get ahead of this, but it could be now a little vulnerable. You can see the temptation. Boostio's been caught off. Well controlled by Jing. Now looking to try and get a little forward. The Bucky back into play. Jing on their heels though. So aggressive. The
No way.
Flies through the air, fighting Jing, and it's a 1v3. This is a little out of check, I feel. Com's a fantastic player, but this one might need miracles. And there's already that mid-lurk. His position's noted. I think PRX are making their way through the woods here.
Yeah, cognizant of the threat. Com, a 1 in 3 chance to convert a clutch situation, but this one feels a little out of reach. Even here, if you find Forsaken or Mindfreak, the lowest funds on PRX. Doesn't know he's going to make an honest go of things here, and PRX should be able to disengage from sight. Jorgmo, though, making that Bucky sing.
He's keeping dangerous, but PRX, again, these rounds, they may look close, but it almost suits PRX in their playstyle. They'll take a brawl.
Absolutely.
They'll never turn that down.
No.
Behave. Behave. Get out. Calm.
None of that today.
Relax.
None of that today.
Relax. Okay. Oh.
Well, he's talking about removing Mindfreak from Forsaken. They fall into the spike. Something's got his Blade Storm, so not going to matter too much, but actually, Showstopper online as well. So both ultimates that will offset the second. The second of the Jing was pretty wild.
Yes. I mean, you're looking at the ult zone, Mike. EG having 3 just on the cusp, 1 away for Ethan, Busio, and Com, and also obviously Jorgmo and Demon have theirs ready. On the other side, some very impactful ults as well, so this could be a high-value round, and Jing is making no subtleties of the site that he wants. Leading the way towards B, Showstopper's popped, and they're going to have to respect this. They have to sit deep.
They posting it as well. Com already very early exploration down mid here. Look at the minimap. Look how late Devi is planning to play on this.
But look how aggressive PaperX are getting. They're taking CT space. They're willing to challenge for every step that EG wants to take. Demon One's got his work cut out here. You can see it. Judge round the corner. Bye-bye. Demon One denies something and does the dance. Back and forth. He's got Jing. And now Jorgmo popping the ult, wants to clear out by Pillar. That's his. EG sweeping through the site. It's Forsaken and Devi left standing in a 2v4. Devi's still in play, and Devi shows his hand. Looks for more, doesn't get more. EG back in business.
What a phenomenal retake by EG. And this aggression is all tailor-made to play in Devi, to force EG deeper into spawn, slow things down, but Demon One paying no respect. It's another round. The things that Bustio's alluding to. Don't want to give PaperX the time, the comfort to be aggressive.
One enemy remaining.
He's on a solo mission here, by the way. He challenges the divide in spawn. There's a judge there.
Yes.
And then Jing is the second player behind that.
That felt almost unbreakable, that positioning, but we go back in. It's going to be maybe an initial start here for Demon One. Going to invest in the knives straight away. The flash could encourage. See how he plays this one out. Again, Ethan receiving most of the contact to this, but there is presence in middle. PaperX want to take space here.
This will be the round win that actually gets the operator in hand for Demon One as well. He sees saving through with the Blade Storm. To say that, on the back of contact elsewhere, they've kind of loosened this hold on a site.
Yeah, Ethan's drifting away, and you can see the PaperX are starting to stack up. You've got 5 pretty much present towards A. It's going to leave it in the hands of, well, I mean, some dangerous players. Jorgmo, one of them. First casualty, caught, Jing. Pain Shell denies any space coming directly towards the site, but it kind of plays in Demon One a little, but Heaven is the next target of focus for PaperX.
Seekers go through. It's not very deep here. Demon One just chomping at the bit.
He wants in.
To get involved, and he does. Something will fall.
Oh, tried to go for the follow-up, but PaperX, as said, will always be ready to fight. Jorgmo goes back in again. These re-hits are always going to be happy for PaperX. They'll take this. They brought it down to a 3v3.
Indeed, they've got options here, but Bustio still in a position to cut off the rotation. Forsaken. Battered and bruised will find the plant regardless.
Yeah,
tag onto Com as well, down to 15 HP. Has to get healed up.
Yeah, they fought for that space, hard earned. Heaven still held. They'll flash into the timing on that, but Mindfreak on the bailout, finding 2 and gets his 3rd. PaperX, don't challenge these boys in a brawl. They are looking lethal.
Another 3K from Mindfreak. What's his signature move this event?
Yeah.
Find PaperX a 4-3 lead here. Beautiful stuff, but I gotta say, I'll come back to the same point. We see this same sort of thing between Ethan and Jorgmo a couple of times now, the flash out from screens and the satchel from elbow, but Evil Geniuses are happy to go toe-to-toe. They don't just want to take a beating. They don't want to sit back and let PaperX execute on them. And whether or not Demon One is the response to that, it's obviously harder on this side.
Yes, and it's such a double-edged sword in my mind. It's like, okay, do we play into what PaperX are doing? We back ourselves in the fight and we take it ahead of the site hit. Do we sit very passive, play for retake potentially? But it's not easy. And it looks like EG hitting the brakes. Congratulations. Hitting the brakes a little bit here to allow Potter to have that conversation.
Yeah, and I think the key thing to note here is coming back to those comfort zones, right?
Yeah.
Demon One, I think we have seen the peak.
Yes.
Are you able to achieve that versus something, or versus PRX as a whole, to be honest? Outside of the head-to-head, again, you talk about it, they are just the masters of mayhem. All 5 of these members on PRX are just lunatics, especially in solo situations.
And they're going back for a bit more. We've been doing pretty well at A. Why don't we run it again? Here we go. Waiting for the barrier to drop. PRX straight off the rip again. Pacey. Taken straight towards the ramp, but something's the one to find Jorgamo.
Over the top of the pit as well.
Instantaneous.
Look at where that death marker is, up on rafters. Com definitely going to be feeling the pressure here. So he got past it here, but he's missed.
Com given a second chance at life here. Actually, PRX are scrambling. They're looking for another option. Now, if they do directly go towards B, you know, they just run that down, they will have one player there. Tucked at the back of the site will be Boostio.
Problem is, he's in a fairly risky spot, vulnerable to Heaven.
Yeah.
Where Mindfreak is. Ethan has to close this gap.
No flash to help him yet either.
No.
But the stalls worked well enough. Flash just coming on for Ethan. The flash is going to put Boostio back to the wall here. He's got to be so careful. Can he get played in by Ethan? He's actually got a chance for himself. Going to deny Forsaken. It's still a 2v3, and it's still Mindfreak, who has been a master. Devi, similar scenes. 40 seconds.
Devi's actually got the pit here.
He's looking at it.
Yeah.
Yep. He wants that. Play. Time
it covers
to go get the
all
spike.
of sight.
Cuts off CT.
This is a really difficult pit to overcome him. Mindfreak actually playing a little bit disconnected outside here on rafters.
But can they isolate him cleanly, or does he decide to dip back in? Can he get one for his troubles? He can. Falls away into the pit, and now the crossfires are going to be horrifically hard to break. With limited vision, what can EG do with this? Ethan got a flash.
With the spread here, it's a real question. Actually, that's going good. Demons One found one.
Okay, it's just down to one in the pit. He's diving headfirst into this. Ethan's got him. EG, how did you break through that?
I mean, the kill from Demon One comes too. The most random time here. Like I said, there's a big question mark with this spreading as deep as it does towards CT, whether or not anybody's pushed all the way out, especially after Mindfreak gets a kill in Heaven. Another beautifully executed retake here from EG.
I want to watch this again. Again, that's the start. Oh, that's nice. But the end here, this was the kind of almost off-kilter pickup, and yeah, fair enough. I guess Ethan just dives in. It's scrappy from EG, but again, they have changed this comp back to this look, right? It's not what they were running this event, so you can't expect consistency, but PRX are being challenged. Operator is on deck. Something bringing out the big green. Looking to find his first victim. He's working up towards middle, but it's Ethan to feel that bit of pressure to begin with. They're not going to stop on this A pressure.
I think with the early round indicators here, they're not necessarily expecting an operator, so EG to remain very diligent here.
Jorgamo's already crossed though. Not been hindered. Forsaken seems so aware of the possibility, but he's got to be really careful. That is a judge on the other side. Oh my God, that snap! Breaks his wrist to find Jorgamo with, it looked like ease. Down to 14, yes, but now this is the operator. Oh wow.
It just came off the angle, Lauren.
Okay.
Oh, confirmation there now. Com and Boostio should play this a little safer. As I say that, it's starting to explore towards B main. This could be crucial early information.
But look how little of the site EG have to play with. PRX do have the green light to go, the flash, fantastic, put into motion as something's gonna claim that. Demon One now, outdone! Something having around here, making up for that little bit of a miss earlier on.
30 seconds left.
Does wonders once he got to the site, and the other two players for EG just want these weapons.
Absolutely. Gonna try and hold on to things. Jorgamo, Ethan, and Demon One struggling financially. This round opened up I mean, the snap from Forsaken is ridiculous. It's a judge on the other side of things, by the way. And he got a shot off. Somehow only leaving Forsaken at 14 HP. PRX taking the lead here. But like I said, it's crucial here that something's operated. It's kind of figured out at the right time. Like I said, with PRX desperately trying to create a little bit of pressure towards 8. I mean, you see what that. The byproduct is Colin Lucio actually go exploring on B main. They're trying to force somebody to peek into mid.
Yeah.
Create an opportunity elsewhere on the map just by showing a little bit of presence. Obviously, it's difficult then if it's not Ethan on the other side of the map to really send out any utility to garner some information. Or even set something in motion with a flash.
Let me see if there's a play to maybe get Jorgamo up on that ult here. Just keep that in the back of your mind. But again, they did get that operator back. You're starting to see the money not fully stabilized, but in a far better spot for PRX than it is EG. So they should start carving away at this. And you can see maybe they're aware of the intent. here. PRX waiting this out, not falling foul to any of it. The flash is going to catch and should give away the game. Jorgmo he's still alive.
What? He's got two.
That's a classic! That's a classic, and he's found two. That's obscene. But now it's down to Ethan and Demon One. Sheriff and a classic and a flash to play in, and that's about it. Demon One going to be jumped. Oh,
what?
Out of this world from Demon One. This is finally put to bed. But that was far too dangerous.
I kind of want to see every single kill that just happened there from EG.
How did Jorgmo get two?
Jorgmo 2 with a classic. Demon
Sure.
1 shoots the Sheriff out of his backside, apparently, to catch something in midair.
Oh.
Mine don't do that. What is this, though? Whoa. Oh. What?
But it's still around for PRX. All of these, I feel, are going to be like this, right? Such violent delights when we watch, but PRX now chipping away and creating a little bit of space on the board here. 6 rounds to their favor to the 4 of EG. They're starting to stabilize into the game, but I feel it's going to be this high-octane form all the way through. You better be careful.
Well, just on that point, though, you're saying you're expecting this, but for PRX, this is sustainable, right? For EG, is it? That's the question. Can they really commit to this sort of play style? Because this is playing into a PRX style series.
Yes, it certainly is.
You are divided.
So Divide going to go through, a little bit of a scrap over towards A, but it's kept 4 players here. You've got Forsaken commanding the attention of 4, and this now all
heard the steps.
to Boostio. He's calling for support, he's calling for help. Can he slow down the roll? He's trying to. All that utility is investing is just trying to buy seconds. Rotations in, they're backing away.
No way. I mean, how much space does Forsaken get here? 36 HP. Ethan, does he slip back on the elbow? He's spotted!
But the flash, he's turned it, but he's still giving away. What a shot from Forsaken! Creating all of this room, and they are running 30 seconds. Jorgmo is here with a showstopper. Forsaken, yes, has the sight, but look at the space that Jorgmo's taking. This is going to be so deadly.
He's ready to just satchel here.
Here it comes. It's all about timing. Boostio's taking away something. They're on the site. Jorgmo sends it. Posts it, doesn't get it, but he does take down Mind Freak. Great trade from Divide. Now maybe they can plant. This has been, once again, a mental round, but a 3v2. Demon 1 and Boostio. Boostio's still making his way over, but Demon 1 hasn't left heaven. The timing on the double swing is divine, and that is perfection from PRX.
And this is the sort of thing when I talk about sustainability. Can EG constantly come up with this, the troubleshooting on the fly, problem solving? It doesn't even really fall to Boostio. It falls to these individuals on EG to make the right decisions. Perfect example, Jorgmo there with a showstopper. Again, what do you choose?
There is no clear choice, a bit of a Sophie's choice if anything, but now we're looking at the Seekers being there for Forsaken. That could be right off the rip, but it looks like they want to go head first into this. EG, are you going to try and stand and fight this Demon 1? Going to be forced off.